with 10 squadrons converting to the A6. Another pair of original A6 squadrons were also formed. 10 of the 12 saw action in Vietnam. The Marine Corps also adopted the new plane and equipped 6 squadrons, with 4 of them serving in Southeast Asia. Marine Corps air crews flew the A6 from both Da Nang and Chu Lai, as well as from carriers.
The A6 suffered a high initial loss rate in Vietnam due to a mixture of mechanical failure, pilot inexperience, and enemy action. It is worth noting that accidental aircraft losses during the early years of carrier jet operations were higher than in the 21st century. A few days after the attack on the Quang Bi power plant, a number of planes and aircrew were lost, with several men falling into North Vietnamese hands as prisoners. But there were also instances of success and heroism. An A6 from Squadron VA-85 was attacking barges north of the city of Vinh on April 27, 1966, when it was hit by enemy fire. A bullet struck the pilot, Lieutenant Bill Westerman, causing severe wounds. Bombardier Navigator Lieutenant Brian Weston reached across the cockpit to take the controls. There was no way to land safely, so he pointed the plane out to sea. Bailing out over land meant probable capture by the North Vietnamese, but if they could get farther out to sea, it was more likely the Navy would find them first. Westerman was drifting in and out of consciousness, so after jettisoning the canopy, Weston had to reach over and pull his friend's ejection handle before pulling his own. A helicopter soon arrived and pulled Weston from the water. The Bombardier Navigator directed the rescuers back down the intruder's track until they found Westerman afloat. There was no diver on the helicopter to help the stricken pilot into the rescue sling, so Weston dove back into the water and hooked Westerman into the sling before waving the helicopter off to get the wounded pilot to treatment. Another helicopter arrived 5 minutes later to again rescue the Bombardier. Brian Weston would be the first of 14 intruder crewmen to be awarded the Navy Cross for heroism. Despite the loss rate, the A6 acquired a reputation for single-plane night attacks flown at very low altitudes. In most instances, the intruder could penetrate heavily defended